All right, hi guys. It's the Alleged Podcast. It's Sunday, June 25th. Ironically, on our 25th episode too. Did you looked at me strange? Like, were you like, what do you mean ironically? And then I said
I had no idea where you were going with that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, ironically, it's June and it's the 25th and it's
Yeah.
Sunday. There's nothing ironic.
Yeah, but it's our 25th episode. We're fucking 70. Oh wait, no. I'm bad at math.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
I was gonna
so
say we're 75 away from 100.
Okay.
So that'll be like a year and a half from now, probably. Right?
I'm gonna let that one pass because that was easy math right there.
No, I was gonna say 75, and then like my brain did that thing where it was like, well, 80 and 20 make 100. So then like,
when I think about quarters, because it's literally 25, 50, 75.
Yeah.
Like that's.
I don't know. My mind just went.
I've been working with dollars since I knew what a dollar was. So
my mind just went to like a different place. Anyways, we're back. We're in like a weird location right now. Like the library is not open, and we're not in the gym. So we're like in the library building in a corner.
The L building. That's
the
why.
L building.
That's why
yeah.
the library's in the building.
Yeah, and we're just like here now.
Yeah, we're in this like cafe corner, I guess, because there's a bunch of vending machines and you can hear the vending machines and you can hear the AC in the background. But like right on the other side of the doors, a little farther down where we entered through, was another set of tables and chairs, but it was like dead silent.
It's always dead silent over there.
And I was like, we could do it here, but I feel like I'd start whispering.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do it there, especially if there was somebody like, I don't know if there's anybody here right now. I don't think there is, but we're doing it here. They left the doors open, so.
Well, when I was walking in, I was like, oh, what if he told me to walk in like down there, like where like not the staircase, but it's like a ramp. I was like, well, what if these fucking doors are locked and like I gotta go all the way around? And I was like, God damn it. But then I thought about it. I'm like, well, maybe all I have to do is go downstairs and then use those stairs to get in here.
Well, I wonder, like, that door that you first entered through, it's like propped open, like it's not fully shut.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if that like ever shuts. Like, I wonder if anybody ever comes in here to shut it. Because if I was homeless, that's where I'd be.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
I wonder, though, because I was thinking, like, if anybody came over here, they couldn't really say anything to us because we're college students. I mean, I have my ID on me, and this is a public place.
Right.
So it's like they can't really do anything.
we're not doing anything bad. We're not disrupting. There's nobody here to disrupt anyways. And I was also thinking the B building entrances are right here. They have, like, couches and stuff. We'd totally do, that would be a cool setup.
That would be a cool setup. Well, it would be cool if we did it in public somewhere.
Yeah.
Like during, when school happens. I think that would be kind of cool.
See, and that was the idea with the gym. I just don't like sitting in those booths that they have.
See, I don't mind it. I just, the whole thing with me in the gym, I don't like that excess noise and, like, the music playing in the background. You really can't hear it at all when you listen to the recording, but it's just like when we're there, it's just like annoying. It's like more noise that doesn't need to be going on.
I mean, if you think about it, everywhere we've done it is pretty public.
Yeah.
The study rooms are public because they're on the outside and they have that glass wall that you could see into the room.
But what I meant though is like if we went over there during school hours and like did the fucking podcast there and then just had two mics open, I mean that would be kind of cool.
You don't think we'd get any like suck bags?
Oh, we would totally get fuck bags, totally without a doubt. But I think it'd be fun.
And they'd start grabbing the mic.
I don't know about that.
You don't. Like,
I don't.
What if Hashem walks by?
I don't think he would do that.
You don't think he'd start singing some Justin Bieber stuff?
I think he'd come over here and be like, "Hey guys, what are you doing? Can I join?"
I'd rather hear him sing, because at least that would be something.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, it's all good content if something like that happens. It's funny, but we would totally have to have just one of our phones or something recording it, because that would have to be something you would record without a doubt. But anyways, I don't know. I mean, we haven't gotten any more subscribers. We're still at 14 subscribers, but we have 45 fucking likes now on the Facebook. kind of blowing up right now, which is pretty cool. I hope more and more people start listening to the podcast and to the fucking, just in general, going to our YouTube.
Yeah, can you just do it?
Yeah, please. But anyways, I mean, fucking hell.
22 new likes this week.
Yeah, total.
Yeah.
What?
I heard the vending machine beep.
Oh, okay.
I was like, nobody's over there.
Yeah, I took a screenshot of, here, hold on. I took a screenshot of our car video and had 69 post clicks, and then I had, this one really made me feel like, not good, but it was like, I don't know if this is like an ADD thing, but on that movie post, it's literally 2,222 people reached at one point.
Huh.
So I was just glad that I got to take a screenshot of that, because that's really cool. But anyways, we're at like, on that post, we're at like almost 3,000 something now. But I don't know if we probably have no, probably didn't even talk about it on the podcast. I made like a post basically about the movie, and a shitload of fucking people got to it, and like a lot of I got like 2 messages within like the first 2 days, but it was people who lived too far away, and they wanted to do like extra work, and it's like, dude, like, are you really gonna fucking come out here like
just to be in the background?
Yeah, like, what the fuck no, like, and I was telling them, I'm like, look, if you want to come on this day, like either the 2 big days where we have the shootouts that happen in the movie, you can come on that day, but one of them, the ending scene of the film, basically, we would be shooting from like 8 p.m. till 12 a.m. around that time, so it's like, you know, you're not gonna be able to get on the fucking train probably, and it just seems like a nightmare if they fucking had to do that. So I shushed those people away. One of them said maybe, but I don't know. But for a while I was like, well, shit. I mean, I don't know if anybody's going to, like, do anything or say anything. And eventually we started, at a certain point, it was like we got a bunch of likes and then a bunch of retweets, and then people started commenting on it, and then people started messaging more. And now, because what I was worried that people were like, oh shit, be an extra in a movie, I'll fucking just do the extra shit. And the more extras we get, that's fucking great. But the only 3 names that I have in that post that are in bold are the 3 main characters that we fucking need. And, well, they're not like, they're main supporting characters, basically. But the thing that fucking bothered me is that they're very light roles. There's not a lot of lines. Like, they each have like one big scene to themselves, basically, you know, kinda. So I was like really pissed that like those are the fucking parts that we don't have, the easy parts. And it's like those are
but you don't. You're the only one. You're really the only one that knows those are the easy parts. Yeah, but I just, it bothered me that those are the only ones. Yeah, but you know what I mean? You have to deal with that as the director, producer.
Yeah, but anyways, here's the deal though. We have like 3 people auditioning for Rocco. I already met up with one of them, and I'll meet up with 2 of them soon, I think this week. And then there's some guy who I think will just, I'll let him be Dominic, because nobody else basically asked for Dominic, but he's never acted before, but he said he's really willing to do it, and he's really interested in it. And that one, you know, like I said, 1 big part and then 2 other parts, and then that's it. And then the Mickey role or whatever, that one I was worried about, because I'm like I'm playing, basically, I'm doing 2 different things in this movie. I guess not. One of them's not really acting, but it kind of is. But me and Tyler are basically doing a small role. I'm not going to say what it is, but we're doing like a small kind of cameo role. And then I'm going to be basically like this torture victim, basically throughout the movie. And it's never going to show my face. But I was basically looking for someone else with long hair that can play the role of Mickey, because that's what we needed. And I think we're finally... There's a guy that we're talking to now, or I am, and hopefully he's a guy. And yeah, but everything else is pretty good. If I can get some more extras, I have friends that are asking other friends to be extras and all that other stuff. I'm really happy. I mean, I didn't expect everything to go as planned with just that post, so everything's kind of fine now. I was getting like a lot of anxiety. I was like, fuck, I want to start this, and it's like we don't have these fucking people, so then we can't do these amount of scenes. And I was like shit, you know? And it always made me feel like, God, fucking doing all, we did, like, I did posters like all around fucking Moraine for the fucking thing, and I was just like, oh god, it's such a fail, and da 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 da. But everything seems to be fine. But I might make the main character be almost like a narrator in the movie. The only problem I have is that if he's a narrator, it'll only be to his point in the story, because then there's like a cutoff point. So I don't really know how I'll write that in. Maybe I'll even do 2 different narration points. I'm kind of thinking about it. But everything else, though, with like I do have 2 or 3 other rewrites going on with the scenes, and they're basically done. I'm still looking them over, because like every day there's like 3 different lines I usually take out, and then I add like 2 or 3 more. So it's like I'm constantly like I'll read it and be like, I don't like that little bit, I'll take that out, and it constantly gets better. And I already finished one of the scenes, I just haven't shared it yet. And then there's 2 others. So I just want to have them all shared on the same day. But they're the same premise. It's just I basically took out everything that I thought was non-essential, basically. But no, I'm really excited to start finally fucking shooting this thing.
So what was my role besides that little role?
Well, at first I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like,
because I literally this whole time I've thought I was going to be there on shooting days to help you guys shoot, but now I'm kind of finding out at this moment that I really didn't have a role.
Well, no, because the days where we probably shoot the cultist stuff, it might be me and you in those costumes.
Okay.
So that would be one thing. But I was thinking too. I was like, well, he can also help with the boom operation shit. But then we're probably not going to have a boom mic. And I'm kind of even though Amazon canceled my order and they told me that they would have it, and I canceled it, and then I don't know. I'm thinking about. I don't know if I should get it or not, because the one that I got, it was a kit that you'd like plug into your phone and record that with your phone or whatever. And it's the same company as the mic that we have for the phone, for like the camera, Rode, and it was like $200 and something bucks. And I was like, I still don't know if we should go without it or not. I'm thinking maybe we should shoot a minor scene and then see where it goes. I know the car scenes are not a big deal. The car scenes we could just shoot however, but I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, well, what if we do shoot like an outside scene, and even though I had the fuzzy air compressor thing for the mics and all that shit, I'm sorry if you guys have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. But anyways, I don't know how big of an audio difference there's going to be. I did some tests with the mic too. I plugged it into mine, and I mean, I can definitely I could hear myself way better from across the I would put it in my Mazda room and go all the way downstairs and basically just talk, not yell, just talk. And there's a definite difference, but I just don't know how much of a great difference that's going to be when we're shooting a big scene. And there's also certain things where I want people to talk, and then we'll also maybe go have them come in on a later date and record their voice, just with our microphone. So it's a whole complicated thing. I think we'll just kind of see how it goes at first, and then if I need to get it, I have Prime, so it'll be be here within days. But I don't know. Right now, though, I'm really happy with how everything's going with production-wise. Basically, with all the stuff that I got, I'm gonna spray all my guns tomorrow, basically, and yeah, because I was waiting on my grandpa to basically build up his newspaper so that I can do it. But so far everything is really everything that I wanted, basically. Okay. So I'm really happy with that. Nothing's junk.
Right.
Well, except our costumes. That's junk. I didn't expect them to be that fucking bad. I was really disappointed. I was really happy with the cultist shit, but that was really disappointing.
Well, yeah, you never really explained to me why you didn't like them.
I don't know. It didn't look right. It just didn't look like what I thought they were going to look like. From what I saw on Amazon was nothing what, to me, they were.
Well, are you basing it off the guy that was on the front?
No, I was basing it off how it looked, and it looked it almost looked like a different costume. I was expecting it to have belt loops. I was expecting it to look.
It does have belt loops.
It does?
Yeah.
Those are belt loops, really?
Yeah.
I have to look then, because I don't know. It looked too goofy.
No,
and it was a goofy scene.
Why? Did you just put the belt over the pants when you tried it on?
No, I didn't put a belt on at all.
Yours came with a belt, didn't it?
It might have, maybe. I have to look.
It should have, because I know mine did.
Well, maybe I got a defective one. I don't know. I have to look again. But
yeah, because mine came with the shirt, the pants, and it came with a belt.
Really?
Yeah, not like any great belt, but it did, the costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't know. I have to look then. I don't know. I didn't like how it looked though. So we're probably not gonna end up using them, honestly. But we'll use the hats though. The hats are fine.
okay.
But we still have to go and look for the uniforms. We can't talk about what they are, but
Okay.
But we'll probably shoot that scene soon too if we get those suits, because I mean it's like a short ass fucking scene.
Yeah.
So. And also, I want like you said, I wanted to make like a light promo video, so maybe we'll get together soon and do something with that. And it's like not scripted. I just have an idea for what we're gonna do.
Okay.
So, anyways, yeah, the movie. I don't know. It'll probably be done within a year, something like that. Who the fuck knows at this point? Anyways, so how was your week?
Yeah. It was okay.
Was all right. What'd you do?
I only worked 2 days this week, and I'm
Really?
only working 2 days next week. Yeah, they hired a bunch of people, and now they're cutting people's hours. So, if they continue,
Are you happy with that, or?
if they continue to keep giving me 2 days a week, then they can go, you know what? But
yeah.
I'll give them a few more weeks, and we'll see what happens. But
like I said, they're gonna hire people at my place.
I don't want to work at a food place.
All right. It's easy as shit.
I'm done with food. Worked at Denny's for 3 months. After that,
Yeah, but it's a completely different experience than that.
I don't
different.
want food. I don't want to smell food. I don't want food on my hands. I don't want food on my shirt. I don't want to.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it then.
I don't want to smell like pickles when I come home.
No, it's not the pickles that stays on you. It's it's either the onions or something else. Like the pepper shit.
Like I don't
all the different peppers.
I don't mind folding clothes all night. At my retail whatever job, I could do that.
Yeah.
But I don't.
So you were saying what else did you do this week?
What did I do? I went to the White Sox game yesterday.
How was that?
I mean, it was fun. I always have fun doing that kind of stuff. They were obliterated. It was it was a nightmare to get down there. Let's see. We left at like 11:30 and it took us like, I don't know, it was busy as shit trying to get down there. Like that highway, we took 55 down to Chicago and it was so busy. And then we finally get to the off-ramp to the park, and like the park is literally right as soon as you exit. But there's no, like, there's a bunch of lots. There's like A lot, B lot, C lot, D lot, whatever, with all these letters. But there's no signs to tell you where the hell these lots are.
Yeah.
So, of course, I take a right, and I was supposed to go straight, and we go all the way down this road. We see D lot, A lot, B lot, C lot, and we keep going, and eventually we go too far. We're like, okay, well, the park's all the way back there. And now we're starting to see businesses and houses. Hey. I don't know what is going on. Hi.
We're part of we do a podcast here for Marine Valley. And we're Oh, really?
No.
Well,
Okay.
do you need to pass this all up then? Do you need to pass this all up then?
Yes,
Pass
Zach.
this all up?
Yes.
Okay. We didn't know. Sorry.
Yeah, if you guys are gonna do something like this, you gotta get permission from an instructor. It's gotta go through our chief of police. On Sundays, we close down at 5:30.
Oh, I had
Okay.
no idea.
Yeah, we had no idea.
All right, no problem, guys.
Thank you.
We usually do this in there, but then we came here and we didn't know, because like they were closed, but we didn't know if this is like off limits. We had no idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the library's not open at all during the summer.
It's not.
We've been in here.
Weekends.
Oh, on weekends.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
weekends.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying is that if you guys are gonna do something like this, you gotta get permission from whoever your instructor is, and then they gotta go through our chief of police.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Sorry.
No problem.
Hi guys.
We're back.
We're back from prison.
We were assaulted, and then arrested, and then assaulted some more
We were also touched.
in the heart.
I mean, I guess you could say that.
So this, I guess, will be the first podcast where we shoot it in 2 different locations.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we were in like the fucking Spot and L building. Now we're back in the fucking gym.
Yep. And when I stubbed my knee on one of the chairs in that building, I knew it was a sign that I shouldn't be there. But I decided to go against it anyways.
Yeah.
And it happened. What I thought was gonna happen happened. We were. What would you call that?
Trespassing.
No, he was trespassing. Officer Jerry. Guarantee his name was Jerry.
Jerry, yeah.
He looked like a Jerry. He was short and he was stocky, and he walked in, and the first thing he did was like throw his arms out like, "What are you guys doing?" I'm like, "Here we go. Here we go. This is how it starts. One of us are gonna have our eyes closed by the end of this. We're gonna be dead. Someone's gonna die."
When you said hi, I'm like, oh shit, is that like a teacher? And what I saw was a cop, like just his like black, dark uniform. I was like, oh fuck. And then like he started coming over, but he was like walking like he was 800 pounds, like he was like wobbling it over.
Yeah, and I'm like surprised he wasn't like reaching for his taser or whatever they give him around here, because God. He came on strong, and it was like, okay, dude, you're gonna start to be a dickhead, and we're gonna be cooperative, and then you're gonna turn to a nice guy, and that's exactly what happened if you listen to it. He started out as a dickhead, and from my response after he said, "What are you guys doing?" And I was like, I don't know, what are we doing? That was me starting to get defensive, like, I'm gonna start talking back to you if you don't turn off this dickhead of yours.
Yeah. No, I knew right away. Like, I was like, okay, I gotta bullshit him in some way. So I'm like, yes, we do a podcast for Moraine Valley.
He probably listens to us, and
he's gonna listen to this, and then we're gonna see him during the school year.
God.
Yeah, I don't know. That was very like, what the fuck.
The thing that gets under my skin the most is authoritative figures thinking they're the fucking, the bitch of the place.
Yeah.
Like, get off your horse and stoop down to our level and just talk to us, He acted, we were, I guess, trespassing because they closed at 5:30, but Jesus Christ, God forbid we're there at 6.
Yeah. I don't know.
They left the doors open.
If I was a cop, I would probably walk in. I don't know what I would do, but it'd just be like one of those moments where it's like, what am I supposed to do now?
Well, I mean, like, we're 2 guys. We're just recording something, obviously. We have mics and we have headphones. We're not having a Super Bowl party or anything, Super Bowl's over.
Yeah, but he doesn't know what we're associated with.
I know, but we're obviously college students. We don't look very old. We're not old. And we have mics in front of us. I mean, the worst thing we could have been doing is really, I mean, I there could be a lot of worse things that we could have been doing that I probably shouldn't even say because that'd be very weird. But still,
Yeah, what do you think he would say if he saw 2 dudes fucking?
What?
That's what you were implying, right?
No.
What were you implying?
Well, I was implying maybe we were recording something for like a white supremacist group.
Oh, I thought you were making like a sick joke or something.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you walk into that area and you see 2 college-looking kids recording something, what's the worst thing they could be doing?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Recording something racist, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
probably.
No, not 2 dudes fucking.
That's what I thought you were saying.
No.
I'm like I thought you were saying like, oh, I don't even think.
I'm
I should
saying
say
in
that.
the current situation of things.
Yeah, no.
What's the worst thing that could happen if you were that cop and you walked in there? What's the worst thing that you could think be happening with the 2 kids that you see recording?
Yeah, probably doing something really fucked. What if we were doing like a ritual, and we had candles on the fucking table, and there was like a dead mouse.
I don't think you get it. I don't think you get it.
What do you mean? I'm telling you.
No, I'm literally.
I'm trying to look at it from like a cost perspective.
I
Like,
know,
what would I?
but from let's not change anything. There's no candles. There's no rats. There's just mics, a computer, headphones.
Oh, okay.
You walk into that, you see college kids recording something.
Yeah, probably something racist. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the worst thing that could be happening. But do you walk in there and see? Okay.
I don't think that was on his mind though. I think he was just not expecting.
Oh my God, it's
anybody.
6 o'clock and there's kids here.
I feel like, it's Sunday. He didn't expect anybody to fucking be in there.
There's a guy in an orange shirt that works here, and he just walked over here and looked at me, kind of smirked, like, what's going on?
And then he went back.
He did walk back, but I was like, here we go again. He's Steve's color.
Oh my God! So he came over here. He looked at us.
He was over there by the kind of the hall.
By the cashier.
Yeah, and he just kind of walked this way slowly, looked over here, and then he walked back.
But did he come here looking this way?
Yes, he came over here to look to see what the hell.
Well, this is a different situation though. They can't say shit about this one, right? Because this is a public place. So, technically, and we're not disturbing anybody. We're not disturbing anybody.
I'd say it's a communicative place.
Yeah,
but I
think that's not closed and is open for the community.
Well,
our tax dollars pay for this shit.
Well, our tax dollars pay for that too, but we got kicked out of there pretty fast, and so does your tuition. Your tuition pays for that for the people who clean that.
Yeah,
and we got kicked out of there.
Yeah, but that officer cunt, he was
what? Why don't you tell the people what you should have said instead of instead of your hey? What should have you said?
Well, no. The joke I made was like I wouldn't know who it was, so I would just like say it to like some like student advisor or like a teacher or a janitor or something like that. I was thinking it'd be funny if I just turned around like, "What do you want, cunt?" And it's like
you realize it's still a little quiet here.
Yeah, okay, I know. Anyways, they're gonna come over here. Did somebody say cunt?
Well, I think we're gonna put a clickbaity title on this one.
Yeah. So if you're drawn into this, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
White on white crime.
Oh yeah.
But he interrupted my White Sox story, and I'm pretty disappointed.
Yeah, so continue on with that if you remember where you left off.
Yeah, I do, because we listened to that audio right before, and I was talking about the parking lots and how there was no signage with these parking lots. And we were in F or L, and we took a right when we should have went straight, but we didn't know that, and we only passed like A, B, C, and D, and then we had to turn around, and then we went straight, and then we finally, found an area, but we were on the wrong side of the fence, so we couldn't even get in there. So we turned around again, and we asked, like, hey, how do we get in this parking lot? And my mom's like, we're all frustrated. We're both frustrated at this point. And, they're like, oh, go down the street more and then take a right. And, we're like, finally. And then the dude tells me to back in. And, like, I like backing in. But this was a small space. Like, it was terrible. And he's like, don't even worry about it. I've been hit 7 times today. I'm like, what a job you have. Like, being a parking attendant at this field, he must get hit a lot. But, like, 7 times, and the game hasn't even started yet.
In one day.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would assume, like, well, I mean, I don't think people would be, what do they call it?
Hammered, tailgating.
Tailgating, yeah.
There was a lot of tailgaters.
There was?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would probably think maybe.
There was also a woman leaning against a very nice car with a sign that said, I just lost my job and I have 3 kids. And she also had her 3 kids there with her.
It was a very nice car?
Yes, it was a nice car. It was like a family car. Like, like not an SUV, not a car, but like something in between. It was pretty nice. Newer than my car, and my car is 2002.
Well, that's her house now.
She don't exploit your kids leaning against your nice car and saying I just lost my job. Like, nobody's gonna give you money.
Well, the best thing to do is not be by the fucking car at all.
Exactly. That's my point. Don't stand in front of your nice car with a sign with your 3 kids. Go out and look for a job. People lose their job all the time. Go out and look for a new one. Don't act like you're homeless.
Was that a white lady?
No, I think they look Mexican descent.
Oh, well, maybe, I don't know. I just anybody who's like white and homeless, I almost just don't feel any pity for those people. I'm just like, this country is built for you to fucking work and be alive and have like fucking get off your fucking ass. And I get it. There's certain places where like there's not a lot of jobs, and it's hard to get a fucking job, and I get it, but it's like, just keep trying.
Right?
Just keep fucking
and if
trying.
you just lost your job, the first thing you don't do is make a sign that basically that makes you look homeless. Like,
yeah, like, get the fuck out of here.
people
Just
lose
bullshit.
their job. But that was at the end of the game. That was when we were walking back to our car. So we got in, and we watched the game. The dude, the pitcher that was on the mound for the White Sox, he gave up a home run, like, first inning. He gave up another 2-run home run the second inning. And then come the third inning, he let a man on base. And there was this guy sitting a couple rows back. And he yelled, "Hey, why don't you just give up another home run so you can be perfect, you suck wad?" And the way it was really funny. He was that guy. He was way in the bag. He was drunk.
That reminds me of some. There's this movie by Paul Thomas Anderson, and there's this one scene where Burt Reynolds' character, it's called Boogie Nights, and they're talking about the main actor in this movie, Mark Wahlberg. He's telling him, "Look, you've been up for a few days. You gotta go to sleep." And he tells him all this bullshit. Then he goes, "Nevertheless." And then there's two actors behind him, and Paul Thomas Anderson was having this interview with this guy that I listened to, and he was basically saying we had to shoot that scene like 20 different times because those people would crack up every time Burt Reynolds said "nevertheless," and it's basically because they went to a ball game and some lady came out to sing the national anthem, and like the announcer guy announces, he's like, "Blah blah blah is about to sing the national anthem," and then some guy shouted at him, "This lady sucks cock," and then the announcer guy goes, "Nevertheless."
Oh my god.
So that's what it reminded me of.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Well, that was probably from like the 80s or something. Probably the
That's
90s.
even
It
worse.
was a different time.
That's even worse.
A different time.
Oh. But yeah,
Oh,
the game
God.
went on. It was really fun because there was a very bad blown call in the game. It was reviewed, and then Todd Frazier, the White Sox third baseman, he said something. He ended up getting ejected.
Oh shit.
And then the manager came out and he got pissed. And you knew he wanted to get ejected, but the umpire wasn't like giving it to him. Like, you know, when your player gets ejected, usually the manager's next. Like they go and yell and make a show until they're ejected. But the umpire wasn't giving it to him. Like, he just didn't want to. And finally he's like, "Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to do this." And the manager took off his hat and just whipped it onto the ground. And then he was finally ejected. Like that.
Yeah.
That's one of the automatic things. You take off your hat and you whip it on the ground.
So he was trying to get himself ejected?
Oh, you could totally tell with how hard he was yelling. You could totally tell he was trying.
But what is that for? Just for a show, or what the fuck?
For a show, for your players, to show your players that that's how much you care.
That just seems like some WWE bullshit. Like
It kind of is, but like in my opinion, it's real. Like, I've watched ejection videos, like compilations. Like, there is some real heated moments. Sometimes, like, there was this one time in 2014 in the playoffs where a manager came out. He wasn't really yelling, but he was like in the umpire's face, and like you could read his lips. "You got to throw me out of this game right now."
Oh really?
And the umpire said, "Do you want me to?" And he was like, "Yeah," and then he did. You could very much see that was going on.
Yeah.
So there's that's why I say, like, you can tell when they want the ejection.
Yeah.
Because they also have a bench coach that's going to take over, and your bench coach is usually a guy that you handpick to like help you run this team. He's not the manager, but like, you know, if the manager has to go away or he gets suspended or ejected, that's the guy who's going to be next.
It just seems so stupid. It's like, "Hey, fucking kick me out of my job right now. Come on."
You still get
Like,
paid.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it just seems like, it's like, I feel like it's complete bullshit. It's something that's like known. I feel like the players can give less a shit if their manager is gonna go out there and be like, "Motherfucker," you know, like.
Well, I think if it hadn't been for the player who said something, it wouldn't have escalated that far. Like, he wouldn't have came out and argued at all. But the player was the one that was like, "Hey, you blew it, you shithead," and he got ejected. Like, you got to basically personalize what you're saying to the umpire in order to, like, you got to scrutinize the guy personally. Not even the call, just like him. Like, "You're terrible, you're fat, You're ugly. Like, you gotta go there. It's the I think that players and umpires should be mic'd up all the time.
Do you think anybody's ever said to the ump, I hope your fucking kids die before you?
No, I don't think so. Maybe in like the 60s and 70s and 80s, like that
when they were all cooked up.
Yeah, but not now. I think it's just like you're fat, you're ugly, and
yeah, probably.
You're old, and yeah.
I'm assuming your gender.
Yeah. There is a gay umpire. Just saying. Just saying. Like he hadn't. I don't know how long ago he came out.
Is there still only one known gay NFL player? Is that still a thing?
There are no like active gay players right now. I don't.
So
think.
that dude
was
done?
Michael Sam is who you're talking about. I assume
he was the first guy to come out, right?
He came out before the draft.
Oh,
and then he was
didn't
drafted.
get picked.
No, he was drafted like fifth, sixth round or something like that. But he never ended up. He got cut by the St. Louis Rams, who are now the LA Rams, and then he was signed by Dallas, but Dallas never kept him, so he went on to the CFL, which is the Canadian Football League, and he played there for a while. I don't know what he's doing now.
See, that sucks when you're the first or something, but then you're not really that good of what you're really doing.
Right, because he obviously got
chances.
He had 2.
Yeah.
So it's not. I don't know. I don't know. But I know another NFL player just came out. I don't think he's in the league right now, though. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure I read that he wasn't in the league.
The government is totally behind this.
Yeah. But I don't. There's no baseball players. I know there are former baseball players that had come out, but no NHL players, no NBA players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so the game went on. That happened.
How many times we fucking interrupt the story? Holy fuck.
Yeah, it turned into NFL gay playing conversation.
Yeah.
Game went on. That was probably the most exciting because it was really loud when that happened. And then, I'm thinking, okay, game's over. We're going to leave. It's going to be easier to get home because we're not on a time constraint. We don't have to make the game, and we're just going home. No. We ended up going through the heart of Chicago's worst, Englewood, Illinois. If you've never heard of that, wasn't that the movie behind Chirac?
Chirac, I've never seen.
But Chirac, the movie made by that really big Knicks fan, Spike Lee.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. I honestly don't think I've ever heard of it too.
Really? It was.
No.
It was really, really controversial. Chirac, 2015. Produced by Spike Lee. Yep. Set in Chicago, the film focuses on gang violence prevalent in neighborhoods on the city's south side, particularly Englewood, Illinois.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's exactly where we drove through the whole town. My mom was not happy about it. I was like, Mom, I just want to go home, and this is the fastest way home, according to my GPS, so deal with it.
Yeah.
And there was a lady selling snow cones and a guy selling watermelons out of the back of his car. We made it home.
Yeah.
In like 50 minutes, even though we're only like a half hour away from the ballpark.
Yeah.
It was not easy getting there or back, and I was pissed. But the whole day was fine.
Yeah.
So that was the best part of my week.
Well, that's fun. I don't know. I didn't really do too much. Like I said, I was just fucking messaging people about the movie and da-da-da-da-da. All my focus has basically been going into that. But like I said, I did start, listening to her old stuff, and I was kind of thinking about it. I don't really want to I'll bring it up now because it'll be interesting. Basically, when I get my laptop, I kind of have some ideas for videos that, not vlogging, but in a sense, kind of in that direction. I have an idea. I want to figure it all out, but as soon as I figure it, it'll be kind of like, I don't want to because if I say something about it, I'll give it away. Let's just say there's going to be some new video content that I'm conjuring up right now. That if it goes through, we'll definitely, it'll be like a weekly thing that we can do.
Okay.
So I was thinking about it. it'll be, yeah, we'll probably end up doing it.
Okay. There's a video idea that was brought up to me today.
By Humna?
Yeah. And she would be in it.
Yeah.
And I think it would be.
Oh, by the way, can you guys actually I'll talk to you about it later. Okay, never mind. It's about the movie. It's about the movie.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah, fine. And I also had like another video idea yesterday while I was eating sour gummy worms. But I don't know if it's like good enough. So
Like a food challenge or something like that?
not a challenge, but it's kind of like an investigative thing.
But involving food.
It would involve like gummy worms.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And it would involve quite a few bags, so we might need more than one person who
What are
likes.
cheap?
Yeah, no, it's not even about cheap. It's about do we want to eat all of them?
Oh, okay. Well,
And
I mean,
it doesn't even really have to do with eating them. It has to do with something else about them, but it doesn't even really have to do with eating them. Like, it has honestly nothing to do with eating them. It would just involve eating them, really.
yeah. Are gummy worms still your favorite candy?
Hell yeah.
Basically?
Hell yeah.
Do you think if you ate like a pound of them, you'd be sick of them?
I can't really even I don't know, like, how big, like, a regular bag that you buy
I
from,
have
like,
no
a
idea.
gas station is. But, like, I really can't even eat all of those in one sitting. So,
Yeah.
like, I can feel the sugar and, like, just the like,
Yeah.
I could feel it. And I don't know if it fills me up or I just feel sick. I don't feel sick because I do eat more, but.
I kind of get like that with like if I get like a really big thing of like either Swedish fish or you know what really makes me sick? Like I really love them, but I only get them every once in a while. It's like whenever I go to Walmart, I get that bag of like the sugared like orange cuts or whatever, like those gummies. You know what I'm talking about? Like the orange slices.
Yeah, yeah.
Like those are like my favorites, but if I eat like that whole bag, my stomach is like upset the rest of the day. It's just like my body's like, why did you just do this? You basically just took sugar and had it on sugar, and you ate just sugar.
I don't like those. I never did. I thought they were kind of cheap.
I guess they might be like an acquired taste kind of thing, maybe, because it's really sweet. Like it's really fucking sweet. But yeah, those are really like those can get me sick really quick. But I think I told you, whenever it's Halloween, I'll buy like 3 bags of like Kit Kats and I'll just eat those for like I'll eat them for like 2 days straight, just as like a snack, and they'll be done.
Yeah. Well, I remember that one time you told me about that like what? It's not a bottle. What is that? The snack things. I don't know. You said you got it to go to your dad's house, and then you ate one, and then you kept eating them. It's like not the snack. I want to say snack packs, but it's not. It's like the Hershey's or the Snickers.
The Hershey's nut things?
Yeah.
What about those?
I remember you told me one time you bought one for when you were going to go to your dad's house, and then you ate one, and then you ended up eating them all.
Yeah, I ate them
before
all.
your dad's house.
Well, there's not even a lot in there. I can eat a whole one of those. Chocolate's a different story. Chocolate you could just kind of like mindlessly eat.
Yeah. No, I ate a chocolate bunny that I've had since Easter like the other day, and I was like, oh man, it's almost gone. Felt bad, but I ate a really big M&M cookie today. It wasn't that good.
Where's it from?
Pete's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my grandmother got really pissed at me because I was like, "Hey, could you go to Pete's and just like get me a little thing of orange? Well, it's not orange chicken; it's sesame chicken, but it's like the same kind of vibe, basically.
Yeah.
And then, rice, and she's like, "Okay." And then I told her, I'm like, "But listen, you have to get it, and you can't go overboard. So like, don't fill the whole thing up. Fill it to half because you only pay like." I think like $8 for it or something like that. But no, she filled the whole thing up and she paid $15 and she didn't even know she paid $15 for it till she brought it home. And I was like, I mean, she was yelling at me about it basically, and I'm like, well, it's not my fault. It's like I told you what to do and you didn't listen to me, and I'm not giving you money. Like, I'm gonna eat this now and that's it.
Did you at least give her 8?
No, I didn't give her any money.
Why?
I told her what to do, and then she didn't do it.
Yeah, but you could have at least paid for what you asked for, what you asked her to do.
No, because I was going to eat the whole thing. What?
Well, no, I thought you Were you gonna pay for it originally?
No.
Oh,
she,
okay.
She said she wanted to treat me.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah, and I told her
no.
specifically what to do, and she didn't do it.
Well, then, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, then no, you don't have to pay it back. I thought you were like saying like, hey, do this. It'll only be $8, and then she came back and paid. She said she paid $15, and you were like, no, now I'm not gonna pay you at all. Like that's what I thought you were going with that, and I was like, dude, you can't do that. You have to at least pay her $8 still.
Yeah,
but I see what you're saying.
Oh, and also I don't know the last time I talked about my grandpa, but
I think it was like last podcast.
I don't know if it was the last one. I feel
if
like
it wasn't the last one. It was the one before that.
It was probably was that the one where I was talking about the vets?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably that one. But anyways, so like two different things. Well, I guess he was kind of involved with the other thing, but not really. But still, so the downstairs TV, basically his TV. It like the cable box just wasn't working, so he told me to come down and investigate, and he was like blaming it on my brother because my brother goes down there and he unhooks the HDMI that's hooked with the cable box and he puts it into his Xbox and then hooks that to the TV. So he constantly keeps doing that, and in my opinion, I think he wore it out and broke the fucking cable. So I don't even think it was the cable box. So I told him, no, this is what you got to do. You got to get another HDMI cable, and then he was like, no, I'm gonna go to Comcast today or Xfinity, sorry, and I'm gonna see if they can figure it out, and we'll get a new box and da 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 da. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm just, as soon as he has his mind set on something, it's like you can't tell him no.
As long as it doesn't affect you.
If he thinks he's right, he's gonna do it. So then he does it one day and I'm at work, and my brother was gonna help him set it up. So he got a new box, and I fucking came home. And I'm like, is the TV working? And he's like, nope, no, it's just they don't know what to. I got a guy coming and like all this other shit. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So then like later that day, he's like asking me like, hey, could you put a movie on? And I'm like, I mean, I guess, yeah. And I start going to the Blu-ray, and I put on Star Wars Rogue One, and I looked at the box, and I was like, I think the cable. Like, you know what I mean? Like the cable or the cable cord.
Yeah.
That basically puts the cable into the box that's like plugged in wherever the fuck wasn't plugged in. And I'm like, forget about it. I maybe they unplug. I don't know. So I put on a movie for them and da da da. So then I come down later. Oh no, this is the next day. And no, this wasn't the same night. I came down. I turned the movie off for him. And then I asked him, I'm like, hey, did Kyle do anything with this after you guys tried it out? And he goes, oh, no. I'm like, I show him the cable. I'm like, did he plug this into it? He's like, well, I don't really know. And I'm like, okay. So I plugged the fucking cable into it. And, of course, not all the channels came back, but like 3 channels he could go to came back on.
Yeah.
And it was channels he didn't watch.
Right.
It was just like some random channels. So I'm like, here. I think he fucked up. He didn't plug this in. So why don't you call them tomorrow and see what they can do? So then he called them the next day, and of course, all he had to do was say, oh yeah, go to this new serial number, and the fucking shit was back on. And when he went to Comcast, he got a new HDMI cable. But it was a new box anyway, so it didn't even matter, really. I mean, it was just like, the fuck. But I don't know. But I saw that whole debacle, and Kyle... I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. We have a cable box upstairs, and we had to have that thing plugged in. He even had to unplug it one time because ours wasn't working, so we had to like wash it down from all the fucking dust and then plug. I mean, he should have fucking knew. I don't know what he was thinking. And then so basically for the movie, I bought a whole bunch of shit off Amazon, which led to a whole bunch of boxes. What?
There's a guy in a red shirt that was walking this way. I was making sure he wasn't coming over here.
Okay.
He's all good.
All right. Anyways, so I had a whole bunch of boxes, basically. What?
I was looking at the clock.
Okay. So I had a shitload of boxes, basically. I had to break them all down, but it didn't matter how many times I broke them down. Both, like, my recycle and my garbage was, like, filled to the tit. So, fucking, at a certain point, we had, like, 3 garbage bags that were just sitting by the door, and my grandpa and my grandma kind of came up with this. They're like, well, we need you guys later tonight when it's dark out So the neighbors don't see. This is my grandmother talking about it. We need you guys to take the garbage and we need you to put it in the trunk of my car and drive down to the forest and put it in the garbage cans that are there. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but I'm not like following.
Because we didn't have any room to put our garbage bags into the cans.
Oh, so why didn't you just take it across the street into the like convenience store dumpster, like
convenience store dumpster,
or the strip mall dumpster, the one that's right across the street from the courthouse by you, where that pizza place is?
I guess we could have did that, but we just went down to the forest. It's like a block away from us.
Oh,
You know, so we had to throw our shit into there one night, and then another night the day before garbage day, basically. My I don't know if my brother wasn't there or he just didn't want to do it, so I ended up going by myself, and it was like a horror show, basically. Like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong for me to get scared, basically. So I drive there alone in my car, and I kept my door open, and then I went to my trunk, I opened it up, and then I took out the bags. I threw the bags away, and then as I'm walking to my car, my door slammed shut. Or no, it slammed shut before I even turned around. So I was like, what the fuck? So then I started walking to the car. Or no, I like sped walked to the car, and I was like, oh my God. And then I was like looking around for my keys, and I'm like, where the fuck are my keys? And my phone was in the fucking car, and it was locked, so I couldn't even get to my phone for a flashlight. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is happening right now? And then I'm like, well, are the keys in the trunk? The trunk is fucking closed, fuck. So I started like scrounging on the ground looking for them, and then I'm like, oh wait, maybe they're in the fucking trash can. So I fucking went in there, and I didn't even need to like screw around. It was like right when I put my hand in there, I touched my keys and I just grabbed them, and I'm like, oh my God. And I made like the most like effeminate sound I ever made. I'm like, oh. I fucking ran to my car, and I slammed the door, and then I started my car, and then I was like, oh fuck. And then I looked in my my rear view mirror, and there was this old couple just standing there with their dogs. Like, what the fuck are you doing? There's an old couple watching me go berserk, basically.
I want to know how your keys ended up in the garbage.
Because I had the garbage bags in my hand, and my keys were in my hand, so I threw them in there. So you just
tossed it all in there?
Yeah, basically.
Without remembering that you had your keys in your hand?
It was like one of those things where I want to get this done as fast as possible. So it was like it just left my hand.
Oh, my God.
But dude,
what you do is you get out of the car and you put your keys in your pocket.
Yeah, that's what I should have did.
Yeah, that's
without
what you should have did.
But dude, my door slamming was that scared the ever living shit out of me.
Why didn't your brother go with you?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't remember if he wasn't there or if he didn't want to go. I don't know.
What does that mean? He wasn't, or if he wasn't.
He wasn't at my house.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I thought you meant just like you don't remember if he was with you in the car or if he just wasn't with you in the car. I was like, how do you not remember that?
Yeah. So anyways, as I was driving home, I'm like, oh my God, I'm alive. And I felt like Ross in that one episode of Friends where like Joey goes to like save his sandwich, but like he goes over him and instead of Chandler when they're in that cop's car. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then Ross, like the whole episode, like my life flashed before my eyes, and it was like nothing. It was like a car backfire or something,
Yeah.
and like that like popped in my head. I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up, nothing happened. You're fine. But I don't know. I thought it was really funny.
You had old people watching your back.
Yeah,
you were fine.
Well, the thing is, I didn't like notice them. They were like walking in the street.
When you do something weird, how often do you notice what's around you?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
When you scream like a little girl at night next to the forest.
No, it was literally like a woof. It was like that's like what my grandmother does whenever she's like walking around like really quick. Like if we're ever going around like shopping or something like that, she'll be like, "Oh, I got a coupon for this." Woof, woof. And
yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, and I make fun of her for that, and then I make fun of my ma for going ma. Fucking, she still does it too.
So what does your brother do?
He's just alive, I guess, and everything he does is horrible.
What about your grandfather?
My grandfather's my grandfather. You can hear the stories and just know what he's like.
Yeah, but like your grandma makes noises and your mom says
my
ma.
grandpa does something close, but he does it just walking around the house. He goes ho 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 ho, and he'll do it to like the beats of songs sometimes too, and like for like you'll hear him do it. It'll be like a regular thing, but like sometimes you'll listen, but like, is he fucking? Is it Jay-Z? Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, it's kind of weird. But, yeah. Anyways, though, yeah, so that scared the fucking shit out of me.
Alright. Well, I think that's the podcast.
Yeah.
You should look out and see what guy is coming right now.
Oh, my God. I don't think I should.
You should.
I don't think I should. Are they coming over by us?
No.
Oh. Oh.
It's Power Walker.
Oh, okay.
He's got a beard.
Yeah.
A white beard.
That just shows you how long we haven't been to the gym.
I know. He doesn't look any better.
Alright.
Anyways. Social medias will be down below.
Yep.
New
Alright.
new website. www.allegednetwork.wordpress.com.
Yep.
Goodbye.
All right, bye.